Hey, what's going on, fam? This is Jeff Hennig, and we're walking, and we're talking. Trying out a new microphone setup for this thing, and gonna do a little bit of experimentation and see how it sounds. Want to talk a little bit today about a blog post that I released dealing with the idea of slavery and culture in our society. It was started off by a tweet. This guy wrote, "Straight black man's obsession with business ownership and entrepreneurship is amusingly absurd." And Ed Lattimore, one of my favorite tweeters, he wrote this. He said, "Oh, we is sorry for getting off the plantation, massa. We gonna get back to being stereotypes right quick, bossa man." That's pretty good. And it hits home right at the crux of what this dude was trying to say. And it got me to thinking about a conversation I had with one of our inmates. He was the chapel porter, and he said, "Yeah, slavery's been outlawed, except it hasn't really been outlawed because it's still practiced in the prison system." And I kind of took umbrage with that. Then I went back and looked. What does the 13th Amendment actually say? It says, "Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction." So, yeah, slavery isn't completely outlawed because it still exists in the prison system. Interesting. We have a pretty high percentage of our population that has contact with the prison system all the time. I saw a statistic. I want to get this right, so I'm going to read it. This is from a 2016 issue of the journal Crime and Delinquency. It says, by age 23, 49% of black males, 44% of Hispanic males, and 38% of white males have been arrested. So, with those large percentages happening, what do you think is happening to our culture? Because whatever you choose to think about it, most of those individuals in the prison system are coming back. They're not all doing life or getting going on death row or anything like that. Most of them are coming back to the community. So the way they're affected in prison affects their thought processes. And when their thought processes are affected, they're going to affect the community into which they return. So we need to be thinking about this. If they have been trained for dependency and slavery in the prison system, how are they going to act when they come back out into the community? And how is that going to affect our culture at large? So maybe, just maybe, we could be thinking about training them to hold jobs and to actually create businesses, to actually learn entrepreneurship while they're behind bars, so that when they come back out in the community, they aren't just consumers, but they're producers. And I think I think that would be a bonus to the community in general. I think one way we can do this is to actually pay these cats for the work they're doing, because they're pretty much all holding jobs. They all hold jobs in the prison system, whether they are doing custodial work, whether they're working in the fields, whether they are counselors in a treatment program behind bars, whatever it is, they're all holding jobs. And I think if we pay them, then this inmate told me what he thought would be a good idea, and I agree with him, is, okay, you pay these guys and then charge them for room and board. Say, if you're in an open barracks, you don't get charged very much. But you can pay to stay maybe in a one-man cell or something. Or you don't get charged to eat at the chow hall, but you can pay a little bit extra money and actually be able to eat something really, really good back in the barracks. I think these are some good ideas, and I think it's a free market solution that's doing something other than a corporate prison system, okay? And I don't even want to get into that rabbit trail. But I think there are some things that we can do with a free market solution. And these aren't necessarily the end-all be-all of a solution, but I think it can get the conversation started. And that's what I really want to do. Well, guys, we've been walking and talking, and we could go for a while. But I think I'm going to cut it short right here. And let's see how this experiment goes. Love you guys. Be blessed.